on this very nice day. We've been blessed in this wet season, this Noongar season that we have. Alright, Mukuru. So it's very, very important that you are here today to do this, to travel this far. And what we need to be able to do this together. Yeah? Who calls this place home? Yeah? You call this place home? Yeah. We need to be able to work together, yeah, don't we? This is my culture. But then also, this is part of your culture here. You should be proud of what we do have. The simple thing of just how your mum said, Kaya. We should be doing that every day to people that we see. Someone walks into work, hey, Kaya. We should be using this language. English has only been here for around about 200 something years. Noongar language has been here for over 80,000. Kind of makes sense to me if we use a lot more of this language. This land knows this language. So, I wanted to talk to you about this special land that we are on, this Budja. Up here, we call this Karakumba, up top of Mount Eliza. Karakumba translates to pretty much the big hill. Alright? It's one song that we used to sing, my old people used to sing up here as well. One of many, okay? We very much goes like this. Jennigambo, Yala Kop and Jennigambo, Hola Yoga Jennigambo. And what that translates to is we are good. Up here looking afar. Jennigambo means to see far, look afar. And when we're up there, we would ask our people, whenever they travelled across this country, we'd ask them to light a fire when they got to the place that they were getting to, their destination. And when we saw the smoke rise up from the bush, we would know that they are safe when they travel this land. When we go over and we look over and we see the river, I want to teach you some language now. We call the river Bilia. Everyone say Bilia? Yeah. Hey, here's our Noongar. She's just picking up this language like it easy as. So, Bilia. We call that the river, okay? We also call the umbilical cord, Bilia. Because we look at the river, it's a source of life. So is the umbilical cord. We have language that kind of, it makes sense about what's around us, the understanding of what we have to this country. What's shining very bright in a lot of your eyes right now, the sun. We call this Nam. Nam means sun, but we also use this word and we call our mothers Nam. Because without the sun, we're not here. There's no life here then, is there? Without that, we don't exist. Without our mother, we don't exist. We get that understanding through the language to be able to understand how we really thought about this country and what it meant to us, what it means to us, I should say. I stand on this country. This is very sacred land where we are. Just over here, this is very much where the women's country is. Men's country is over here on this hill, Karakumba. We also off to the side when you're going over that bridge. Did you see the side of the hill when you're travelling towards it? We call that Karakata. That's the place of the spider. So if you don't like spiders, don't go there. Okay? My brother won't go anywhere near there. There's a whole lot of spiders all through there. You show this bloke a spider on TV, he'll run. He'll run out the house, down the road, cross the street, next suburb. He's that scared of them. So if anyone got a little spider on him, chuck it on him. I'd love to see that. No. So, I'm really thankful that you're out here and you're willing to do this walk for change as well. This reconciliation walk is very important, that we come together to do this. To travel this video, to travel this path together is the most important part. Together. We can't just do this as one. We need to do this all as a collective. Reconciliation isn't a destination that we will get to and then we go, oh yeah, we're done. Alright, let's go our separate ways. Catch ya. Are we? This is all about the journey. We're constantly going to be on this journey of reconciliation. And we have to make sure that we all do this together. moment, we're only doing this once a year. It's great that we're doing it, but we need to do it a lot more. We need to have these walks to talk to each other. Sometimes we have to have a difficult conversation or a hard conversation. But just because something's hard, does that mean we just go, nah, that's too hard, not going to do it? Is that what we're about? No. I know for me, if something's hard, I try even harder. So we do have to make sure we have these conversations, even if they're hard, they're easy, whatever it is. Because we need to learn about each other. I look around here and I see a lot of different cultures. We're about learning about each other's culture. And the culture of the land that is here, you call this place home, this is part of your culture as well. It's something we should be proud of. It's something that we should hold on to tight. Like I said, we should start bringing out that language a lot more. Just saying kaya to people. It's a beautiful thing. It's the language of the land. We've been saying this for over 80,000 years. So it's important that we do this all together, travel together. And we can end up doing a lot more. In this day and age, we think about we have a different mindset. We think about what we want a lot. I want this. I've been saying all day, I want a Tesla. I'd love one. That'd be wicked. But do I need it? I already got a car. I don't really need it, do I? We got to think more about what we need. I want a new pair of shoes, a nice jacket, nice warm jacket because it's getting cold. But do I need it? I've got jackets today. That's what we've got to think about more of. What do I need? Because if we can go back and think about what we need to be able to survive, we can think better about how we can care for this country, how we can work together, and be able to really go the whole way of my people that have been here for a very, very long time. And let's make sure that we open our eyes and we listen as well. We can see each other and we can listen to each other. Because sometimes, I know I've had plenty of conversations over my life where it looks like I'm listening, but it's going in one ear, out the other. I'm positive we've all done that throughout. Sometimes we've got too much on our minds and that happens. But we've got to make sure that we listen to each other, especially when we're talking about reconciliation. This is about all of us coming together to make sure that that future is brighter for all of us. We're not excluding anybody on this. We want to have everybody to be aboard and be able to travel with each other. That's important. That's what we need to do. And I know the fact that all of you here are willing to do that. I can see it in your eyes that you're here as well to do this. But let's do more of it. Not just save it for this one time of the year. Let's make sure we have those conversations. Let's walk and talk together. So I'd like to thank you all for being here today. And just taking this journey together. And just taking a moment to think about what we can do for the future. Because we've got to make sure that we learn about our past. We learn about what's happening now so we can make a better future for everybody. Because if we don't learn about our past, sometimes we can repeat it. We're bound to repeat it. And some of that past, I don't want to repeat. So let's do this together. I've said together that many times because it's important that we do. Like I said, this is our home. So let's do this. Let's grow, let's walk, and let's talk together. So thank you all. I appreciate you. I say younger. Can everyone say younger?
Young.
See, I should have just talked all the time. You all know what I'm saying all the time, eh? No, thank you. That means that's very much a word that we use for thank you and sharing. It doesn't necessarily mean thank you, but language evolves over time, okay? And we use them for that as well. Because back we didn't have a word for thank you because we're expected to be thankful in the way that we talked, the way that we moved, the way that we did things, okay? But the way that we get our message across the strongest is by we've got three ways of talking, okay? Of speak. We have our language, our voice, okay? It's our weakest one of all. Like I said, how many times you've been saying this, how many talking, it goes in one ear, out the other. You don't even know what they said in the end. You're like, yeah, all right then. our next strongest is our body language. How many times have you been down at the pub or somewhere and you just know that bloke's had a bad day? Just by the body language. You just know that. You just feel that. Our strongest of all is our spirit. When we can talk with all three of those, your message comes across very strong. People will understand it. People won't be able to shut off and not hear it. But that's what we all need to do. We need to be able to speak with all of those. When we learn that, everyone will listen. Everyone will hear what you're saying. Alright. Younger, okay? And in Noongar language we don't like to say goodbye, because I want to see you all one again. I'll be able to have a yarn with you all again. So we like to say, Border 1, Border 10 on the means I'll see you later or talk to you later, okay? Or you can just say Border, it's a bit easier. Okay? Border 1! Younger, thank you.